Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Richardson. A short one there, caught by Warren. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down. You look at this Jaguar defense, and they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. There's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
Here we go. Here we go. County Lions. Dragon 60. Let's go.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he's got it to about the 40. Now this defense for the Jags, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Richardson looking to throw. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll try to run for the first with Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Hey, Lion. Hey, son. Think right. Here we go.
Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, but it's going to be 2nd down. You look at this Colt defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Season 24. 11.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Hey, Soko, son.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole that leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Richardson off the play fake. Got his man, it's Warren. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Richardson going to move him around.
19. Go.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Let's go now. Back to 60. Back to 60. 60 Eagles. 60. Back to 60. Ready.
Here's Richardson to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Antonio Johnson, a nice tackle there behind the line of scrimmage.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15.
19 Tiger. 18 Cardinal. 8. Let's go.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss, because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled him a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost, and then a little bit more.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
18, 5 in.
There, Richardson back to throw it. And he is caught. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 14 yards that time for number 14. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Panther 11. Trap 60, trap 60.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A give for Taylor running right side. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now it's Richardson. He'll try and do this himself. This one finds Pierce on the out route. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
And that's a tough one for the defense because the coverage was good downfield. He was forced to work his way out of the pocket to his right, spotted his man on the sideline, and got it to him to pick up the first down on 3rd down.
They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown.
And the thing you have to love about Jonathan Taylor, he's a shifty speed guy most of the time when you hand him the football. But he's not coming off the field when you get down near the goal line because he's as tough and gritty as they come. And he finishes things off here by getting into the end zone.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though. And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Hey, center.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Looking long for Thomas. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
11, Agate.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Red. Hey, kill. Here we go.
They go play action with Lawrence. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that will bring up second down. The Jaguars at 500 at 6-6. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, let's go. Hey, Soka.
They'll run. This is Bashal Tootin. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Now, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Third and 2.
Hey, Ginger, touch. 11.
Lawrence will throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
13, Lou. Here we go.
Now Lawrence to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Hey, run. Next side. Great job. And gun. Sink right. 13, Lou.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard.
Red on red. 11.
They give it off here to the tight end. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24th. 7 yards there and a first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Hey, easy. Route.
Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, go. Hey, tomato. Done. Go. Let's go. Silver.
Now Lawrence. He's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. JT Tuimoloau. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Soka, hot. Sink right open. Here we go.
Back to throw. That's caught. It's a rookie from Oregon. It'll be a pickup of 6 to marker, and it's 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And he's got it. It's Thomas for Jacksonville touchdown. Brian Thomas, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 53 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Come on. Look at my team.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Go! 18,
Richardson working from the gun. To the right side, complete to Taylor. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try to cover him before he gets going.
And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Again, it's Taylor. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
77-18, pioneer.
Now Richardson. Now he'll tuck this and run. Looking for Pearson. He's got him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get in the field goal range.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
11. Son, it's on. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Connect. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
11, add it. 11. Here we go.
And this play still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it.
Oh, that was taking a big risk there. They faked the spike, hoping to catch a defense napping, and they weren't. In the end, this does wind up stopping the clock. But now you're looking at a 4th down.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. He'll return it from the 6. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now Lawrence changing the play.
Hey, I'm gun.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Hey, kill. Hey, Soko, so hot. Easy.
Play action. It's Lawrence. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. JT Tuimoloau able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Decent 24. Sink right. Hey, switch.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now look at this. 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
13 loop. Dirty left. 11 Agag. 11. Here we go.
And they'll indeed go for it. Here's Lawrence. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Richardson. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
From the gun, it's Taylor. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Richardson to throw. He finds Pierce. It's complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Alec Pierce with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
23 yards on the play.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
2nd and 10.
Hey, go. Hey, Ginger. Back. 11, Agate. Easy. Read him, 24.
Now Lawrence. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 44-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Think right.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard
Route.
line.
Hey, I'm going. Darn, this is hot.
Lawrence going to throw again. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They've not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go. Hey, so hot. 11, 13, loop.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. The defense the challenge and setting him back on the sack. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Hey, Lion, think right open. Hey, kill.
Back to throw here. Under pressure, and they got to him again. JT Tuimoloau able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He didn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Richardson looking to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
70 range.
Off play action. Richardson. A short one there, caught by Warren.
A nice little juke. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Ready.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ready. 19, liking, 18. Ready.
On the handoff, Taylor. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
60 back.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Michael Pittman.
40 yards.
And the Colts are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. But it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for the Jaguars. First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Red, cycle. Drill green. Green jack. Black ultra.
Now Rattler.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
And now an audible here into something else.
Yellow. Blaster. 6. Mega. Hut.
Rattler wants to throw it.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Smash. Red. Black. Hut.
Throwing once more. Here's Rattler.
And this is going to be intercepted. There he goes, right side.
Down the right sideline.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Well, just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, and they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continue to build energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Ready.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one,
well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 75 yards.
and the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play big-time result.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back. Line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
On the set.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up without another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any home left on the opposing sideline. They want to do it with some gusto, too. It may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Ready? Cowboys, Mustang 19.
Now a handoff, Taylor with it. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Richardson looking to throw this. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyler Warren, 35 yards. And the Colts have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there, with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Jaguars get a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault him for the effort, at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They go play action with Richardson.
Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Richardson going to change the play here. To the right side, this is Taylor.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down.
Now it's Richardson. Now he's going to step up and run. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
At the 4-yard line.
Go! Bronco 80.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
Check.
They'll run here with Taylor. And a nice job of break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. From the 2 now, second and goal.
Again, it'll be Taylor.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on third and goal.
Throw left side, taken in by Pittman.
Touchdown!
Michael Pittman.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against, too.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
To the air is Rattler. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline. because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And again, back to Komet. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Two yards to go, second down.
Ready, black shot. Yellow, 43. Ready.
To the air once more is Rattler. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. The risk reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Running left, Taylor. An excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. And even 100 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a first down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Name existed forever, means victory, helper. Whole name means protector, shortened it by 2 letters, without the IR at the end. The reincarnated Gil Scott living in the again. The World Cup in Moscow with a blind who's a 10. Pen when I speak is like a lottery win. Quote my total, multi-mogul, so fly I can walk in any spot, every be soaking from a time when was stronger. Today's streets are calmer. They used to kill for shade sneaks and bombers. My name existed forever before Christians came in America, even better. With click sounds in their mouths was language for humans. With stick figures and K's, my name's written fluid. Nasty like way before even Rome had a sewage. For 50,000 years ago, if I could choose its origin, since there's nothing to gain by assuming I'ma say the definition of my name, the truest. I shock them like real product. Creep with baddies in sequence, dresses with high strung. Fresh off the jet, you can see my vision why I've come. How much time y'all got? Yo, Preem, let's drop something.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
DNA of King James, kin of St. Michael. Polygamous minded, 7 wives on ridiculous timing. They always share the same title. That be the talk. That's foul like a stop in Frisk, New York. At 20, I said I better quit by 30 than by 30. I thought by 40 rapping is corny. How wrong was I? Never would have thought that 50 new songs by Nas would be hard to lie. I leave them scared like when they hear their name called, but ain't nobody there. The definition of my name probably started where I rode the E-train, fingers covered in ink stains. Writing was like an escape excited, leave the beat flame. It was Rod, Kane, Coogee, and Chris. Few names like Cool James, Face, Cube, and Rick. That was musically sick, successful and unnatural. I throw they songs in a cyanide capsule. The truth is poison to any fraud. Demigod, rocking suits and shoes, going against any odds. How could you hate me? I survived the 80s.